More violence unfolded outside the capital of Port-au-Prince over the weekend. At least 7 people were killed after a gang armed with machine guns opened fire on a group of hundreds of parishioners who were marching with machetes in a church-led protest to try and rid the community of criminals. The attack, and there you see it, was captured on camera by journalists at the scene. Haiti's police chief says he's going to launch an operation to recover the bodies. Joining us now, Jacqueline Charles, a reporter for the Miami Herald covering Haiti and the English Caribbean. Jacqueline, it's always great to see you. I thank you for being with us. Let's talk about this latest incident in Port-au-Prince just over the weekend.
Yeah, no, it was shocking because you have a group of parishioners, church members, who thought that with machetes and sticks that they could get rid of this gang. And this is a very powerful and dangerous gang at the edge of the capital in a settlement that was actually created in the wake of the catastrophic 2010 earthquake. We still don't know how many people actually died. We've seen videos of bodies. There are individuals who have been held hostage. There are unconfirmed reports that some have been tortured. It's really troubling. And yes, yesterday the police chief says that they're going to launch an investigation to retrieve those bodies. But we also know in the past they have not been able to retrieve the bodies of their own police officers who have been killed by gang members in operations.
And you're talking a little bit about that this is really part of a larger trend of deadly violence in Haiti.
Yes, it has been escalating. You know, we saw in April where the population stood up and started to take justice in their own hands. The United Nations says there's been over 300 vigilante killings of suspected gang members by the population. But then what we started to see in June and July was we started to see the gangs becoming much more powerful, getting more ammunition, and then we started to see them turn on the population. So in August, just in Port-au-Prince, it's turned into like a war zone. Yesterday, I talked to people around the U.S. Embassy, and they said it has been nonstop gunshots since 3 o'clock in the morning. And the U.S. Embassy, as you know, last month, the State Department asked for, ordered actually withdrawal of non-emergency personnel. And now we have this incident with these church members.
It's so easy to look at these pictures and to be talking about it when I think it's kind of important to take a step back and realize that Haitians are like just such an extraordinary people with such an extraordinary history. They've taught the world many things over the history of mankind, and yet they're suffering this untold, unmeasurable violence. It's just, Jacqueline, is there something that we could or should be doing to at least shine a light on this and see how we can, as a humanity, focus on these people?
Well, you're right in terms of the contribution of Haiti to the world, the first free black republic.
Exactly.
The reality today is that you have a country of nearly 12 million people. You have a police force, which according to the UN, 3,300 police officers on public safety duty around the country on any given day. But not all of those police officers are involved in anti-gang operations. And hundreds of them, at least at a minimum, have left under this Biden humanitarian parole program. So you have, a country where the only security force is the police, and they just cannot, run after these gangs.
And they kill from everyday people in the market to the president.
Yes, 2 years, and his assassination remains unsolved.
Oh my gosh, this is just such a tragedy. And then we wonder, well, what are the consequences of this? Well, people can't live like that for long, and if they see no future but death and destruction, what other options are they going to have but to leave? It's just so important that we focus on this. And Jacqueline, is there anything down the pike that, I don't know, the UN or the U.S. or someone is contemplating to support and help these people? Well,
the United States has been asking for a multinational force along with the UN and the Haitian government. Last week, we had a delegation from Kenya that they went to Haiti, a 10-member delegation. They didn't really see much while they were there. They went from U.S. Embassy housing to a hotel near the airport, sources said, because, they were a little afraid.
Oh, my gosh.
The conversations
So why go if you're going to stay at the hotel and the embassy? But
exactly.
That's another question.
That's another question. But the conversation centered around a static force. And the reaction after the Miami Herald broke that story was like, if you're going to come here, we need you to come help the police fight. We don't need you to be tourists. So we are watching this very closely to see what the UN Security Council and whether or not other countries in Latin America are going to raise their hands, because right now Kenya is only offering to deploy 1,000 police officers, and Jamaica, the Bahamas, Trinidad, and Antigua says, okay, we'll contribute, but it still doesn't get us to 2,000. And some of the experts say you need at least 10,000 individuals to go down there and help this police force fight.